Good morning and welcome to the Guild, where it is my pleasure to bring to you the first episode of a brand new cooking show, The Quarantine Kitchen. Yes, while you were all foolishly developing your bow hunting skills in the event of the apocalypse, the Guild was learning how to make delicious meals whilst trapped inside forevermore. Yes, there's no point trying to make an asparagus gratin if you are both lacking in asparagus and gratins. This is episode 1, in which I will cover the basic sandwich. Now, once the sandwich was a thing you could simply waltz into Tesco's and buy 12 of, but now, in these dark times, you have to hunt the bread yourself. Now, as anyone who's ever made a proper sandwich ever knows, bread is a wily yet greedy food substance, and the best way to hunt it is to lure it in with the gold doubloons, and so I shall be using this one. Now, of course, in real time, simply waiting for bread to sneak upon this doubloon could take days, if not weeks, if not years. Which is why, in the interest of this video, I shall perform a little bit of guild magic to enchant this doubloon and make it more attractive to the breads. And so I shall play upon the magical golden guild pipe a little ditty that I wrote called Cometh the Bread. Another little known thing about bread is that it can detect the carbon dioxide given off by the human lungs, which is why if you're ever waiting near to the location of your bread hunt, you must breathe through a tube. The bread is now sufficiently distracted by the doubloon, so you must strike! Ta! This is not a real knife in the interest of safety. Just so you know, guild videos should never be replicated outside of this very, protective environment. Anyway, moving swiftly on, take your tiny bread knife and hack it away until there's only the head remains. Yes, the head of the bread is by a long way the most nutritious element. And so hack it up. Hack it. Oh, no, the studio. The studio is collapsing around me. God, it is the apocalypse when a man can't even make a video for the internet without everything falling apart on him. Good God. Are we okay? Can we go on? One moment, viewers. Oh, God. What is this, amateur hour? Come on. Get you. Stay there. Are we gonna have a fight, you and I? I thought as much. At which point, as you may have noticed from your past experiences of sandwiches, bread is rather dry, which is why you must lubricate it with whatever you can find. Now, in the guild stronghold at the moment, the most lubricating thing we have is this Muller light, which is why you must scalp it. Sploosh! Out comes the brains. Take your spreading axe. This is a different axe from before. Spread the brains evenly across the bread. That. Good. At which point, you can see it starting to take shape as, well, maybe not a sandwich, but an open sandwich, yes. Not one of those closed bastard sandwiches. At which point, the missing ingredient is obviously the meat. But in this post-apocalyptic age, you must resort to meat substitutes, otherwise known as the dry goods that collect around your house. Everyone's favorite meat substitute. Popcorn. But not any popcorn. The sweet and salted mix for both your salts and your sugars. Sprinkle upon a little bit of oats for slow release carbohydrates. Maybe a nut, if you're so proud as a guildsman to have a few nuts available. And, of course, a Weetabix. Just the one. But, as anyone who's ever had Weetabix knows, it is a terrible, terrible food. Which is why you must first bake it for, well, the apocalypse doesn't lend itself to baking, which is why you simply light yourself up a flurry of tiny, tiny baking candles, and then you skewer it. Cook for 3 to 4 hours until it is sufficiently crisp. I know what you're thinking. Weetabix shouldn't be any crisper than it already is, but believe me, the caramelization of the wheat. Oh, no, I've done it again. I always blow out the candles. That'll be long enough. Sprinkle it on. Oh, geez. You don't want any lumps, trust me. Away with ye. It's taking shape. Now, of course, in these sickly times, the only real purpose of eating is to get better, which is why I recommend a vitamin D supplementation on account of the lack of sunshine we're all getting, and, of course, if you have any cough mixture or anything that will prevent the ailments that assail us, yes, well, frankly, anything bright green is probably going to be good for you. Lastly, as you should do before undertaking anything, you must cast some runes. To see what lies in wait. Oh, this one means joy. This one means leadership. So we'll go with that. This seems like exactly what's going on. And there you have it. It only took 7 minutes to create and hunt and otherwise formulate this delicious sandwich known as the Guildwidge, the isolation station creation widge. Should have planned this. Or indeed not tried to do everything in one go with literally no idea what I'm doing. All that remains is to eat it, which has frankly always been my least enjoyable part of any culinary experiment. Oh, it's delicious. So much vitamins. Join us next time, friends. So many carbs. I grow more powerful for the moment. It's still very dry. Still very dry. It needs a lot more lubrication. I hope that your quarantine is as enjoyable as mine. I'll see you on the other side. There's a little close-up of the sandwich here. Spring, right?